So everyone is talking about Dubai and its new 9% corporate tax. So in this video, I'll be going over exactly what it means, what you should know, and how it actually affects you. And because I know you're busy, let's go over this as quickly as possible. The first thing you have to determine is this even applicable to you? Now, there's one way to know this, and it's very straightforward. Look at your company's revenue. If your company's revenue is over 3 million dirhams or 816,000 US dollars, then you might have to pay a corporate tax. If your company's revenue is below 3 million dirhams or below that 816,000 US dollars, then you flat out do not have to pay a corporate tax. And the reason is because you qualify for what's called a small business relief. When the UAE looks at your revenue and says, okay, this company is under 816,000 US dollars, they're a small business, they don't have to pay corporate tax, that's the end of story. However, if you do make more than that, then I said you potentially might have to pay, not you have to pay, and it's because of this one reason. Like in any other country in the world, revenue is not what you get taxed on. You get taxed on your net income. It wouldn't make any sense for a company who made $1 million in revenue to get taxed 9% if their net income was zero. They would make a loss if that was the case. So naturally, what happens is you get taxed on your net income. Revenues minus expenses equals your net income, and that's what you're taxed on. However, there's something you need to keep in mind because you won't be taxed 9% on everything. The first 375,000 dirhams, or in US dollars, it's 102,000 US dollars, will be tax free. So regardless what you do, if your revenue exceeds 3 million dirhams, but your net income remains below 375,000 dirhams, well, you don't have to pay a corporate tax. But let's say you do go over that threshold and you make more than 375,000 dirhams, do you have to pay corporate tax? The answer is yes. However, it's only on the money that surpasses 375,000 dirhams. For example, let's say you made 376,000 dirhams. Well, you only have to pay 9% on that new 1,000 dirhams that goes above the threshold. Everything that's below it stays tax-free. It does not just become included once that you cross that threshold, so it's totally okay. Now, a common question that I get is, what if your net income is above that 375,000 threshold? Well, if your revenue is below 3 million dirhams, well, it doesn't matter. So for example, let's say you made 2.8 million dirhams in revenue and your net income was 2.8 million dirhams. Well, because you did not pass that revenue threshold, you're still qualified as a small business and do not have to pay any tax, even though your net income is above the threshold we previously mentioned. Now, a lot of people don't really like this, but it doesn't matter. This is what it is. Now, what are some business expenses that you can use to reduce your net income? Number one, we have your regular business expenses, suppliers, subscriptions, services, whatever. This will be used to write off. Number two, of course, we have salaries. These are going to be for you, your partners, your employees. Normal salaries are going to be written off at 100%. After this, you can also write off investments that you make into your business. Let's say you buy a new program, or let's say you buy a piece of real estate. Well, this can be written off. Now, to go a step further, you can write off business expenses like food, accommodations, but it's not a 100% write-off. In most cases, it's about 50%. Now, a lot of people ask me, Kevin, can I just pay myself out 100% of my company's net income? And the answer is maybe not, because at the end of the day, it needs to be a reasonable salary, something that is reasonable and that can be justified if needed. So for example, let's say your company's net income was $100,000 and you paid yourself roughly an $8,000 per month salary. That is justifiable. However, if your company is making $100 million and you have $100 million in net income, it does not make sense for you to just pay yourself out $100 million in salaries. It just doesn't make sense. Now, I do have one really good piece of news. If you're watching this video in the month of July, or maybe in a different month, there might be a free visa for life offer available. Currently, there is one. So on any business license, if you register in a specific free zone, you will get one free visa for life. Basically, the business version of a golden visa. So if you want to learn how you can get this, book a call with us using the link down below. And if you're not watching this in July, then still book a call using the link down below, or get in touch with us and we can tell you what offers are available when you reach out, if there are any available. So if you want this offer, don't wait too long because it will go away. So book a call and we'll see you on that call.